Well, hello there, vinyl community. It's Jacob from the Dallas Open Micer YouTube channel, coming back with another contest entry for the vinyl Scavenger. Martin over there. He's been getting a little carried away with one of his prompts to show us some scavenged finds. But I'll get through all of these. Although I gotta say, I've been getting a little carried away, and the rate I'm going, I don't know when I'm gonna finish. Got one video to go on the 2021 vinyl tag, and I'm hoping I can get to that soon, because then I'll be all freed up to finally get to the 2021 country music vinyl tag. Headley over there that did the country tag, he's shown me some grace. I don't think he's expecting me to finish my response until 2024. So I've got a window of time, but anyway, I don't want to waste it. What I got here for you is some country folk world music scavenges that got at that sale, and or got these at a couple of sales there. And I don't know if you watched a recent video of Martin's. He was drinking coffee from a very large mug, and I thought I would drink some coffee too. I put the coffee in a glass. It was cooled off, and then I put it in this glass with these round ice cubes, and delicious drink. This is just a Trader Joe's French roast coffee, and cooled off. Maybe a dark roast would have been better for this one, but here it is, a nice, delicious cold coffee beverage on a May evening. It's a very hot day here in Dallas, hot and windy. My protective straw hat that I wear to shield my balding forehead from the sun, it blew off, and the string was getting me by the throat. The wind was very forcibly pushing my head back, and I had to remove the hat. I didn't want to get garroted by basically the shoelace that was holding that thing together. A little drawstring around my neck. But as we say in the vinyl community, without further ado, let's see if I got some folk world music finds to share with you. Here we go. Got the Tony Rice unit. Oh gosh, it looks kind of swampy there. Here's a label I like. Rounder. Oh shucks! I left the light on over there. It's going to give me more of a glare, but we're going to bear with that. Backwaters. There we have it. Backwaters. That looks kind of swampy. And opening track here, Common Ground. Well, that's nice. I hope to find some common ground that we can all get along with one another. I'm a staunch conservative religious fundamentalist, but hey, I'll get along with most of you if we have a difference of opinion, because we got common ground, like delightful folk music. Not that old commie folk music, but the good old folk music that right-wing religious fundamentalists like myself can enjoy. All right, so here we got a fella on Flying Fish. He's doing a little bit of man-spreading there. I don't know this guy, but hey, he's got the Flying Fish t-shirt, and this could be a lot of fun. Of course, what I just did for you was mansplaining. Wonder what tracks we have on here. We've got the Flowers of Edinburgh. I'm listening to an audiobook right now that takes place in Edinburgh. It's one of those Alexander McCall Smith, 44 Scotland Street, and this character in the story, Big Lou. She's gotten into a little bit of trouble. She's got this new boyfriend that's a Jacobite, and it's causing some domestic tensions. What else do we have on here? We've got stately mansions. We got a little bit of other stuff here. We got a Stephen Foster medley on side 2 and Dixie. So we got a track called Scotland on side 1. We got the Scotsman, Flowers of Edinburgh, and we got a little Scottish-American common ground, I guess, here on Flying Fish. All right, what else do I have here? Here's a fellow I was never terribly excited about. This Leo Kotke record, though, has turned me into a Leo Kotke fan. On the low end of the VG plus range here. It's got a little bit of surface noise between tracks, but oh my goodness, this is some beautiful guitar playing, and the sound on this is just quite stunning. Beautiful sounding record, and look at that gorgeous, looks like something from the 78 RPM era. Oh, I'm so sorry about that glare. And then Leo Kotke's writing some jokes on the back here. He writes a joke about Bach. He writes, Bach had 20 children because his organ didn't have any stops. Got this Gordon Bach, I believe is how you pronounce his name on Folkways. Cover's got a little bit of rough wear on it, but the record appears to be in good shape. Now, I've checked out Gordon's website. He does some very fine relief sculptures, and if you poke around, he's got some wonderful bronzes that you know, the bronze artwork that he does kind of reminds me of the what are they, woodcuts or the cuts, the relief prints that Rockwell Kent did for that special edition of Moby Dick. I've not finished reading Moby Dick. May get around to doing that this summer. Gordon Bach. Got some other same label here, that Folkways or Folk Legacy Records. Amazing. Keep it simple. Joe Hickerson and Friends. What kind of stuff do we have on here? We got the Blind Fiddler. Lather and Shave. I need to do that myself. Hard Times. We're going through some hard times, aren't we? Here we've got a private label release here. Got some contact information. Arlington, Texas, which happens to be where I picked this record up. At the Esports Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Used to be the Arlington Convention Center. It's near the old Rangers baseball stadium, which is now the Choctaw Stadium, and the Choctaw Stadium is now near the new Rangers Stadium. They call it Globe Life Park, and they're all in the shadow of the I think it's AT&T Stadium or the Dallas. We got a big stadium cluster. Got a traffic nightmare on sports days. Oh, look at this, Sealed. This Mike Seeger, and I believe you pronounce her name Alice Gerard. But look at that. Look at that C right there. That's a C. That's a C. That's not a G. And on the back, what a misleading font. Looks like a C to me. But in the more traditional font, clearly a G right there. Got to be careful. Whoever the font designer was there probably caused a lot of mix-ups over the years. I got a mix-up on some legal document out there that circulates with my name on it, so I get jury summons under Joe Cobb and Jacob. It's a stinker. And when I get called in for jury duty, I say, "You guys, you got to stop this." But they never fix the problem. It's like the folks at Office Depot. I keep giving them an update on my email address, and they never finalize the update. The old email address always pops up. We got some of this Hammer Dulcimer. Let's see what songs we have on here. Shenandoah, Buffalo Gals, Turkey in the Straw I could do without. I don't know if you have ice cream vans over there in the UK, where some people are watching this. Our ice cream vans play Turkey in the Straw, so that I'm conditioned to hear ice cream van whenever I hear that number. We got Wildwood Flower. We've got Arkansas Traveler, Wabash Cannonball. That's some familiar stuff there. What else do we have here? Oh, never picked this guy up before. Valdi. Supposed to be a pretty good record. This looked interesting. I did kind of a blind buy on it, and all music says this is a top-notch album. They say it's like the second most popular Canadian folkie behind, well, the next fella, Gordon Lightfoot, in the shrink wrap. Now, I often get called Lightfoot, as my last name is Light Body, and people remember the light, and they remember it's a kind of a compound word, and so Gordon Lightfoot. Some people ask if we're related, which is just stupid. But it's a different name. But what can you say? You try to be polite. The compound Lightfoot, amazing. People will ask too if my last name's Native American. All right, I got another Canadian here. Not a fan of Joni Mitchell, but look at this album cover. It's gorgeous. What beautiful photography. I'd try this. And there's a track I know on here, Coyote. You look at the back. When I think of a coyote, I don't think of a figure skater. Look at that. That is unexpected. And then you open it up. Looks like Joni Mitchell's in a bird costume, dressed up as a bird out there figure skating or ice skating. It's got this really wild she looks like a nut job. Look at that. That's just insane. Anyway, still stand by it. I like the look of the cover, and this is in beautiful shape. So I thought I'd go outside of my comfort zone and try that one. Oh, I had two these Dulcimer records. This is the art of the Dulcimer, and this one had an interesting looking label on it. Kicking Mule. Look at that. Kicking Mule Records Incorporated. That's terrific. And they got Wabash Cannonball on here too. Swanoa Tunnel. I thought I was going to say. We got Waltzing Matilda. That could be neat. Then there's one with an interesting title. Last Tango in Tantra. Interesting. Let's go farther afield here. At the Mighty Sparrow, Calypso Carnival. It says top tunes of '68, and you know what? This did sound very '60s. It had a bit of a kind of a lounge singer, brassy 1960s popular entertainer vibe to it, but I think it's still got to be quite a bit of fun. I've got some of his stuff on like bargain CD compilations, and look forward to this. This is certainly a little bit different than what I expected, but I'm gonna enjoy it. And what a fun cover. I don't know if these are some kind of like disturbing pagan costumes, or represent some kind of ritual sacrifice that's about to take place or something, but it looks joyful and colorful. Look at this, that King label, and Oh, look at that. We got some Polka All-Stars here. All-Stars of Polka Land, USA. Polka Land, it's not a location, it's a state of mind. And there's this Frank Yankovic, or Yankovic, however you pronounce his name. A lot of people, I know, mistakenly believed he was the father of Weird Al just because of that coincidental last name. It's kind of like me and Gordon Lightfoot being related because our last names start with the word light. It would be nice if the world was as simple as our minds, but it's not. It's a complicated mess that we live in. I could go o'er the border here with Jimmy Shand and his band. This is an import. They're a British import, and Jimmy Shand and his band, they're going to have an evening of Scottish dancing live at Leeds University. It's probably more intellectual than the Who. Wonderful. No picture of Jimmy in a kilt, but beautiful. It captures your longing there. I wonder if this was even a picture of Scotland. It could have been, who knows, could have been North Dakota for all I know. The Clancy Brothers. I've already got a copy of this, but it's a nice early tradition label. We can remove the unnecessary filthy shrink wrap. There you go. They just probably singing songs about how evil the British are here. Don't remember what's on here. The Maid of Fifeo, the Bard of Armagh. Johnny, I Hardly Knew You. Oh, The Bold Tenant Farmer. Gotta watch out for the landlords and the British. Alright. There they are again. They look like a boy band, don't they, with their matching outfits. Clean-cut lads. Gone big time on Columbia. They get to wear these fancy penguin suits or whatever, you know. They got Nancy Whiskey. My Son Ted. Isn't It Grand, Boys? Fantastic. Alright, what else do we have here? Might get this. Oh, shucks. I forgot to grab something for the show and tell again. I got no idea who this fellow is. That's a sour-looking face on that guy, but maybe that's just the shape of his face. He might have been a delightful charmer. I'm not the most photogenic person I know, so I'm not gonna be one to judge. Here we got this kind of like a beatnik looking intellectual folkies or whatever. They're doing some blues and folk hollers. I do like this old Electra label. Far cry from, I imagine it's the same Electra that those rockers Queen recorded for. This did not have a sleeve, but the record's nice shape. Oh, I am touching that, aren't I? A promotional copy of some beatniks showing their, they look like they could have been working the Mississippi on a keel boat or something, you know. Hey, we got down to our last record. We got the Greenbrier Boys. Look at that guy. He's a little bit rock in there. Vanguard. Oh, this one I believe also had a white label promo. Interesting selections on here. We start out with Alligator Man, and then we go to Different Drum. You know, that one that Linda Ronstadt sang. We got a number here. Marty Robbins wrote "At the End of a Long, Lonely Day." Levee Breaking Blues, W.C. Handy. So they're really jumping around the styles of music, kind of like the Kingston Trio did in the 1950s. You don't have to stick to a style, just be a folky, and you can sample the wide variety there. Wonderful. All right. Oh, let's wrap that one up there, and may shoot another video tonight. Thanks for watching, folks, and thanks again, Martin, for this wonderful contest, and for being gracious enough to let me be so self-indulgent with my responses.